We tell ourselves a story about burnout. We say it is a modern disease, a product of the smartphone, the Slack channel, the endless scroll. We believe that if we just lived in a quieter time, we would finally be able to think. It is a comforting story, and it is completely false. The 19th century was not quiet. It was the era of the telegraph, the daily newspaper, the postal service delivering letters 3 times a day. It was an era of profound information overload, political upheaval, and industrial noise. The thinkers of that century, the ones who literally reshaped how we understand biology, psychology, and philosophy, did not have more time than you do. They did not have less stress. What they had was something we have forgotten how to build. An architecture of focus.
Charles Darwin wrote On the Origin of Species, arguably the most important scientific book ever published, while suffering from chronic illness, managing a large family, and answering thousands of letters. He did it by working exactly 4.5 hours a day. His secret was not discipline, it was architecture. Darwin built his day like a fortress, 3 strict 90-minute blocks of intense, unbroken focus, and between them, the Sandwalk, a gravel path he built specifically for thinking while walking. He didn't try to power through exhaustion. He didn't believe in the virtue of sitting at a desk until you break. He understood something fundamental about the human brain. Focus is not a marathon. It is a sprint. And the rest between the sprints is where the actual synthesis happens. Darwin didn't manage his time. He managed his energy.
William James, the founding father of modern psychology, struggled with profound depression and distraction. He knew exactly what it felt like to have a mind that refuses to settle. He came to a conclusion that sounds harsh to modern ears, but is actually deeply liberating. He said that the ability to voluntarily bring back a wandering attention over and over again is the very root of judgment, character, and will. James didn't believe focus was a talent. He believed it was a muscle. And like any muscle, it atrophies if you don't use it. And it burns if you try to lift too much weight too soon. We treat focus today as a setting we can just switch on. James understood it as a moral practice, a daily physical effort to pull the mind back from the noise, just one more time. You don't fail when you get distracted. You fail when you stop pulling the mind back. Friedrich Nietzsche despised the desk. He believed that sitting down to think was the death of thought. He wrote his most explosive, world-altering books while walking, up to 8 hours a day in the Swiss Alps. Nur die Ergangenen Gedanken haben Wert, he wrote. Only thoughts reached by walking have value. Nietzsche understood what modern neuroscience is only just proving, that the brain is not a computer sitting in a jar. It is an organ attached to a body. When the body moves, the brain processes information differently. We try to solve burnout by buying better chairs, better screens, better apps. We try to optimize the jar. Nietzsche would tell you to stand up, to leave the room, to let the rhythm of your feet organize the chaos in your head.
This is the central argument of the episode, the AI connection. The key line: if you plug a supercomputer into a chaotic, exhausted, fragmented mind, you just get faster chaos. Darwin built an architecture of time. James built an architecture of attention. Nietzsche built an architecture of movement. They did this because the human mind is fragile and the world is loud. Today, we have access to the most powerful cognitive tool in human history. Artificial intelligence can process in seconds what took Darwin decades to synthesize. But AI cannot build your architecture. If you plug a supercomputer into a chaotic, exhausted, fragmented mind, you just get faster chaos. But if you plug it into an architecture of focus, if you work in deep sprints, if you train the muscle of attention, if you move your body to let the synthesis happen, then the tool does not overwhelm you, it elevates you. Here is the one thing. Stop trying to optimize your burnout. Stop downloading apps to manage your exhaustion. Instead, steal from the 19th century. Build one boundary tomorrow. Just one. Work for 90 minutes without a single interruption. And then, close the machine. Stand up and walk outside. Don't listen to a podcast. Don't check your phone. Just walk. Let the thoughts settle. The architecture of focus is not built with software. It is built with boundaries. Fear not the AI, but fiercely protect your attention. If this changed how you see your day, subscribe. Share it with someone who is running on empty.